like I always would do a website for each first, like starting with Static 2. We built, like my friend in Florida were like a web designer, so we did a website for Static 2, a website for Static 3, and then after that, at a certain point, it was like we need to have something that's just like constant, you know, and then we could sell my videos and other people's videos. It all was basically just selling Static 3, and then it was like finding out about like a rad video from Japan, or like my Joe Perrin's video or something like that, and I was like, oh sick, I should sell this stuff too, you know, just to, and we'd sell like 3 videos a month, but it was just the idea of like almost like curating a little museum, you know, or something, or you know, like the wall in your room where you have your friend's artwork on the wall is kind of the same thing.
What's up, dude? What's up?
Yeah,
It's like one of those weird situations where like as a pro skater or something, you realize like at one point like, oh, the guys at Zoo York that do the graphic design are making more than the pros.
Right.
And you're just kind of like, you never understand that until you get into a situation where you're like, oh, these are the steps to like make it a reality.
Right.
I think it's hard for a lot of dudes that are pro skaters because you're like, you want to get like, you're happy to be doing it, so you're like, all right, cool. Like you pull a Cosmo Kramer and you're like, free coffee for life. Like, you mean I can get a board and a shirt anytime I want? And meanwhile, the company is making like X amount of dollars. So you get pros like Pontus Alv and people like Soy Panda that are like, we could do this better ourselves, and it would be more fun to work on.
For Pontus, like once the Polar thing started, it was like, all right, obviously, you know, like he films the videos, he edits them, he skates and stars in them. He does all the art, not all the artwork for Polar, but he was doing all this artwork and stuff, so it was just like he started it and you're like, okay, that makes complete sense, you know. People who actually like took the chance to try it and demystify the process, you're like, actually this is really easy. And people would like call me like, hey, I want to try to do a video, and you're like, all I did was call, you know, like, but now it's been demystified, and when people see like, oh, everybody just has their boards made over there, and they just call that guy, and now all these people are doing their own, you know, brand and skateboard company and this and that. The thing is I've always been working contract, you know, video jobs, and so it's just always like, okay, we're out of money, and then I'd like get paid from a job and just like put that back into the thing. You know, there's like this thing that now it seems like people, you know, there's no name to it, but everyone's like the surge of the independent brands or this and that. And I think it's more because there's brands like Traffic's been doing it for a long time. Hops has been doing it for a while, but I think it's seeing these people together. You know, like I think that like Magenta complements Polar, Polar complements Palace, Palace complements Polar complements Hops, and these things work together. So that's, I think, the idea, is seeing that. And that's another thing to me, is like the faces, you know, there's like, it's one thing if something's a brand, you know, it's like, this is a brand designed to, you know, win over children and get in their pocketbooks. But when it's like, each thing is like, yeah, this is Jamal, who is Hops, you know, and there's a personality behind it, or like this fucking maniac, you know, like he's been doing his videos and stuff forever, and not like, you know, wasn't selling something as a result of it, but it's the personalities of these dudes. And you know, Quim is like another. To me, they created the culture that I'm interested, you know, that attracts me to skateboarding.